Elon, you tweeted this thing about George Soros. Well, I'm looking for it because I want to make sure I quote it properly. But, I mean, you know what you wrote. But you basically...
It reminds me of Magneto. It's just like, calm down, people. This is not like made a federal case out of it.
You also you said he wants to erode the very fabric of civilization, and Soros hates humanity. Like, when you do something like that, do you
I think that's true. That's my opinion.
Okay, but why share it? Why share it? Especially, why share it when people who buy Teslas may not agree with you, advertisers on Twitter may not agree with you? Why not just say, hey, I think this. You can tell me. We can talk about it over there. You can tell your friends. But why share it widely?
I mean, this is freedom of speech. I'm allowed to say what I want.
You absolutely are. But I'm trying to understand why you do, because you have to know it's got a... It puts you in the middle of a partisan divide in the country. It makes you a lightning rod for criticism. I mean, do you like that? People today saying he's an anti-Semite. I don't think you are.
No, I'm definitely. I'm like a pro-Semite, if anything.
I believe that probably is the case.
Yes.
But why would you even introduce the idea that would be the case?
I mean, look, we don't want to make this a George Soros interview.
No, God, no. I don't want to at all. But I'm trying. Even came up though in the annual meeting. I mean, do your tweets hurt the company? Are there Tesla owners who say, I don't agree with his political position and I know it because he shares so much of it? Or are there advertisers on Twitter that Linda Yaccarino will come and say, you got to stop, man. Or, I can't get these ads because of some of the things you tweet.
I'm reminded of the scene in The Princess Bride. Great movie.
Great.
Where he confronts the person who killed his father. And he says, offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
So you just don't care. You want to share what you have to say.
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
Okay.
What's good, people? It's Coffee. Welcome back, man. Hit them buttons for me. You're over here where we talk news, hip-hop, sports, all kinds of ish, man. So tap in, get in the comments. Elon Musk comparing George Soros to Magneto, villain from the X-Men. Y'all catch that long pause in the middle of his response? I saw he tweeted this the other day. I said, wow, this is big right here, right? This tweet. Soros is the guy who many people in the blogosphere, in the real world, just everyone views this guy, in my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, because as I always keep it a buck with y'all, I never claim to be an expert on anything. I just like to come on here and talk with you guys, the people. It seems like many people, more do than don't, consider Soros as like the ultimate villain of society, and there's a lot of theories and in many situations evidence to tie Soros to a lot of wild situations, devious, sinister-ish going on in the world, so I just lay it out like that. But Elon being asked, hey, why do you say this? It could hurt the business or whatever. He's like, yo, I'm rich. I'm gonna say what I want. Fuck it. It is what it is, like he was very polite the way he articulated the words. And then it's funny too, you started seeing these headlines saying, like, I misread it at first. I'm like, wait a second. He apologizes. Did he apologize to Soros? What happened? Is Elon compromised out here? And it's like, no, he's apologizing to Magneto for comparing him to Soros. So, more or less doubling down in a slick way on the George Soros comment. So what do you guys make of all this? I'm very interested. Like, let's get it going in the comments, Again, I know Soros is a person that people have a lot to say about. So let's hear your thoughts on this all in the comments. So here we got a little demonstration here. And this is another guy that a lot of people don't like. And even people who did kind of like this guy or supported him, it seems a lot of people, you know, go back on the way they felt. I mean, there still is supporters, but what do you guys think? There's this video here. Again, I'm no expert. I'm no real political type guy, but there's some kind of demonstration with this veteran laid out with not a knife, like a sword in his back. And there's a picture of Biden on there. You know, a lot of talk I see going on in the blogosphere about New York and Biden and a lot of things that are happening. Again, let me know your thoughts.
Seatbelt on. They're running, right? I want to see them beep them, though.
Because I watched you put them on, sir. Now, please put them on, or I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle. And when I do so, that's a lawful order. And if I have to, I can forcibly remove you from the vehicle, sir. All right?
I broke my glasses. You like that?
Yeah.
$150 fucking glasses.
Well, that's your problem. Hey, you're acting like a child right
You want
now.
my money? Here.
You're acting like a child. I want your driver's license and your insurance.
Here's everything I have. Here's my money. Here's my
You're
money.
acting like a child, sir.
Here's my card. Here's everything.
Your driver's license, sir. Hand it
my
to me.
money. Take my money. Take this too. Take that
Your
too.
driver's license, sir.
You're just destroying all my stuff. Ruining my holiday.
Yeah.
Accusing me of something that I'm doing. Ripping up the money. I spent $500 for my fucking family. My seatbelt on.
How about this guy, man? Yo, cops tells him you're acting like a child. You're acting like a real dickhead, B. What's wrong with you? You know, it never does anyone any favors to trip when in an encounter with the police. You know, I'm not saying you got to kiss the cop's ass. I mean, anyone could do what they want, period. But I'm just saying you never do yourself no favors. Why make a mountain out of a molehill, or just, you know, make things worse? You know, if you let me know if y'all agree. I mean, I personally deal with the police in a polite manner and try to get it over and get back to doing what I gotta do or whatever. You know, you start tripping and acting like a fool. Why give them a reason to bust your balls? It's just stupid. But this guy apparently was pulled over, wasn't rocking his seatbelt, tried to just put it on and tell the cop, like, yo, I been had it on. And the cop's like, yo, I seen you put it on, man. He starts busting up his sunglasses and pulling out his money. Like, the cop's like, yo, that's your problem. You think I'm gonna give two fucks, you know? But when you're driving, you guys may have heard of me too before refer to something as the no license club, no license gang, right? Whether you got suspensions, old fines, whatever, you're just trying to get to work and get to where you gotta go. You ain't out joyriding, bumping your beats. If you like, and this is rules that like anyone could follow, but I'm just saying cats that are trying to be very meticulous to not get pulled over and have that interaction with the police where everything's gonna go left for them, right? You know, because there's all these fines and different things like that that just can make it real tough for the average Joe to get by. You know, if you keep your belt on, you don't speed, different things like that, you ain't really gonna draw police attention, you know. But this guy out there with no belt wanted to trip off on the police when they bagged him up. What do you guys think about it, man? He made an ass of himself, plain and simple.
Kick a little something for the G and make a few ends as I breeze through 2 in the morning and the party still jumping cause my mama ain't home. I got bitches in the living room getting it on and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. So what you wanna do? Shit, I got a pocket full of ruffles and my homeboys do too.
Yo, what the fuck is going on here, man? Snoop Dogg's been speaking out against AI and other things like that, streaming, you know, not getting the right pay, royalties and things like that. But you see him here reacting to, they're calling this like an AI Snoop Dogg Jungle Book. To me, it's more just like a mashup or a remix or whatever, but I just thought it was really funny. Snoop's like, yo, what's the fuck's going on here? Let me know if y'all got a laugh out of that as well. Some more hip-hop news. 50 Cent, man. We got to take a second and just say, in my opinion, 50 Cent, a very smart guy. I don't know. From the sounds of it, it sounds like he's on his last tour ever. It's called the Final Lap Tour. He's taking it around the world, right? Like Europe, all these different places. Busta Rhymes, another living hip hop legend, is on tour with him. And, you know, this coincides with the 20th anniversary of Get Rich or Die Trying, like the greatest, one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. In a sense, even if you don't like musically feel that way, there's definitely a lot of bangers on there. But the way this album debuted in the lead up to it and all the hype and everything, man, and Eminem signing 50 Cent, like there just couldn't ever been a better plan and strategy in the rap game and carried out the way that it did, you know. And then you just look at 50 Cent, you're like, this dude is smart, you know. He busted his ass to get on where he is in the rap game, and it was a long road for him, being signed and dropped by Columbia, being shot, being somewhat blackballed out of the rap game to the point he had to go to Canada to book studio time and all that. And then he used hip hop as a tool and put his money elsewhere into different things and all that. And, you know, nowadays in this era, rap is secondary to him. So that's why I think this may really indeed be his last tour. You see he's on doing TV and everything like that. But I don't know, Final Lap Tour going on. That'd be cool to go see. I just was tripping like, damn, man, Fifth just came by close to where I was. I wish I would have known. I would have liked to get tickets. And then to close it out with one last hip-hop news story, man. Another hip-hop living legend. We're talking about Ice-T. And, you know, he's got a message. He's always trying to share a game with the people. And he's saying, you know, for rappers to, right here, he says, public service, artist public service. He didn't say announcement, but basically a public service announcement. Doing interviews can be risky. If you don't know what you're doing, they will talk to you for hours, hoping you say one thing they can twist and hype up for clicks. Unfortunately, most podcasts have now devolved to this BS. Just saying. So, you know, he's just trying to school these rappers. You go on these podcasts, put everything into context very well, and, you know, don't give them that viral moment. I think that's some valuable game from Ice-T. What do you guys think? You know, do you think there's a lot of rappers, or I'm sorry, a lot of podcasts trying to do this flunkery, get that viral moment for the clips or whatever? Comment and let me know below. That's why whenever I try to bust something down and give, you know, my take on it in the news story, I try to cover it. Like, people be like, damn, Coffee, shut the fuck up. You talk too much, right? I'm trying to give a full spectrum view of it all. I don't want to make a news story into something it's not. I think that's irresponsible, and I think that's some bullish, you know? And that's just how I rock. I mean, a lot of times just taking a viral clip, and like some cats be doing that. They'll take a viral clip, put their own twist and spin on it, give it a fake ass title, and make it as like offensive or whatever as possible. And they're like, oh, that'll be good. I don't rock like that, man. You know, I do how I do, whether I'm getting 10 views or 10,000 or 10 million, which I've never got and probably will never get. But I feel what Ice-T's saying. This is something going on, and, you know, these rappers got to protect themselves. Motherfuckers trying to, you know, bury them, essentially, you know. So there you have it, guys. That's all we got on this one, man. George Soros, you know, being compared to Magneto by Elon. He doubles down on it. Tripping on the police. Snoop Dogg, funny remix AI. Biden in New York, all that. Let's chop it in the comments below. I thank you guys for watching. And once again, if you're new, subscribe and stay tuned. Daily videos dropping where we talk music, news, sports, current events, and life, and much more. And I'm gone, guys. Peace.